Hey, good morning, friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And we have a big weather change on the way, a big blast of cold air. So we all get really cold by late Wednesday and especially Thursday and Friday. That, of course, makes the lake effect snow. What's changed overnight? The winter storm watch in the UP has been upgraded to a winter storm warning. No surprise because it's closer in time there. Lower Michigan, winter storm watch has been added for a row of counties in the northern parts of lower Michigan. No surprise there because of the strength of the wind will blow the lake effect inland. One surprise for me as a meteorologist, I've looked at a couple of the models and they're a touch lower on snowfall widespread. Not so much the heavy pockets, Traverse City, Charlevoix, northwest lower where you'd expect at Gaylord. Southwest lower a little bit lighter than what I think it will be. And, you go back and look at the main components of lake effect. Warm lake, extremely cold air aloft for this time of the year. And then a wind flow that's conducive to it, and it says 6 to 12 incher in the heaviest places. And the neat one with this is the wind will be strong enough to break off at least an inch or two into much of lower Michigan. This broadcast brought to you by Consumers Energy. Let's get on into it, and here we go. So, where do you get 6 inches or more of snow? The blue shaded counties, and the pink shaded counties. Now, those of you watching in Grand Rapids, Kent County is always an interesting county. In this kind of case, south and west of Grand Rapids, you could have 6 inches. Through the heart of Grand Rapids, maybe just a couple of inches. And northeast of Grand Rapids by 5 or 10 miles, maybe only an inch. So Kent County is always kind of an interesting county when you say Grand Rapids. And then parts of you that consider yourself Grand Rapids don't get as heavy as snow as what you think. All right, so radar right now showing not much really going on. It's we do have some rain showers in the southern part of the state, stretching from around Kalamazoo, Jackson, through the Ann Arbor area, Detroit area. These are rain showers, temperatures well above the freezing mark. And remember, the cold air really doesn't hit until Wednesday night, and when you wake up Thursday morning, it's a whole different story. So this is another one where we will catch flack because you will not wake up tomorrow to a foot of snow. Okay? You will not wake up Thursday morning to a foot of snow, but if you're in that heavy snow belt, by Friday morning. So this is a long duration, basically a 3-day type snowfall accumulation that I'm going to show you. A couple of inches every 6 hours or so in the heavy snow belts. And again, east side of the state will watch for that I-94 lake effect band, which can be very dangerous. Jackson to Ann Arbor, even I-69 into the Flint area, because that lake effect band wavers and people are flying along oblivious, and then that band shifts over onto I-94 and the big pile up. So be careful there. Of course, you don't do that because you watch me. I know you're weather conscious, but you know that 95%, 90% of the others are not weather conscious. So now let's get into the forecast. Okay, so here is the radar forecast, and again, the theme here that I think you should get on this is that the snow builds Wednesday night and we wake up to a full-blown lake effect machine affecting most all of Michigan with this case by Thursday morning. So here we go through the day today. Let's just zoom along to this afternoon. Northern lower Michigan, you might have some spotty 1-inch snows around the Traverse City area up toward Gaylord. Hey, good morning, Samuel Hall from Grand Haven. Rick Sharp, good morning. Bev Beacon, thanks for watching. And Dago CR, good morning to you. TJ Brewer, you're a common, often watcher. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. And so let's go into tonight. Let's go to midnight tonight. The lake effect starting in places like southwest lower. Manistee, you have an interesting situation because everything shows a band showing up there. So Frankfort to Manistee to Ludington, you may have some of the heaviest snow early. You'll wake up to a whole bunch of snow. This is tomorrow morning. So Ann Arbor, Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, you're still okay on travel tomorrow morning. Notice the commotion off to the west. That's the cold air and the lake starting to do its thing. Hey, Mr. Mark Ambrosi, good morning to you. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. So this is Wednesday afternoon, and the lake effect band's starting to drift over into Ann Arbor, into Detroit, and then really it's Wednesday night when everything gets put together. The heavy snow starts to fall, becomes fairly widespread. And then as we go to Thursday, you get that classic west half of Michigan getting hit with snow, east half getting some what I call decorative flurries, and the UP getting hit. All right, how much? So in the short term, let's just take it through this evening, and you're only looking at an inch or so from Gaylord to Traverse City to Frankfort to Manistee to Ludington. Let's take it to tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Manistee, Benzie County, along there, you could have heavy snow. Southwest of Grand Rapids, several inches, 2 to 4, maybe the tip of the thumb. Elsewhere, Saginaw, Flint, Ann Arbor, Detroit, still dry tomorrow. Let's take it to tomorrow evening. The snow starting to drift over into the eastern part of the state, continuing to pile up along the Lake Michigan shoreline. This model goes out 60 hours, and it really shows you what I wanted you to know is that Wednesday night, Thursday is when it starts to come down in the Traverse City area heavily, over 6 inches, 6 to 12 inches. And it continues, remember. I feel it continues in a lot of places till about Friday morning. This is the best forecast, I think. This is made by human beings looking at all the models, and we know that the models have a problem right now for some reason, and will probably under forecast the heavy snowfall in some spots. So there it is. This is a total snowfall. And it says that Ann Arbor and Detroit can have 1 or 2 inches. Flint and Saginaw and the thumb can have 2 or 3, maybe in the thumb, maybe 4. Then you get to the west, it shows Kent County. High southwest, heavy snow southwest of that. And as you get into Traverse City, we'll look at, 6 to 12 inches. That's the way it is. Some spots a little bit over 12 inches. One last thing, temperatures. Low 40s today, 30s and 20s tomorrow. Then we look at temperatures in the teens for highs on Thursday and Friday before we start a warm up, and by Sunday and next Monday, we may be back into the 40s. So there you have it. Get your traveling done today. And tomorrow is safe in the southeast until later on in the afternoon and evening. We'll keep you updated on MLive. Just keep checking mlive.com/weather, and I'll have a whole lot of updates for you. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Bye.